Welcome back to Car Drive Next. Today we are taking a deep dive into one of the most stunning grand tourers on the road, the 2025 Lexus LC 500 Coupe. This is a car that blends art, engineering, and performance in a way that very few vehicles manage. It's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about the experience, the presence, and the statement you make when you arrive. For years, the LC has stood out in the luxury coupe segment, and for 2025, Lexus refines it even further, polishing the details without losing the original magic. So, sit back as we explore the LC 500 in detail, from its exterior styling to its interior craftsmanship, performance dynamics, pricing, and whether it deserves a place in your dream garage. Starting with the first impression, the Lexus LC 500 is one of those rare cars that stops you in your tracks. The design is dramatic, emotional, and unapologetically bold. When you see it in person, it looks more like a concept car that escaped the auto show floor and somehow made it to production. Lexus hasn't changed the formula drastically for 2025, but subtle tweaks keep it feeling modern and ahead of the curve. The signature spindle grille dominates the front fascia, yet it feels more sculptural than aggressive. The intricate mesh pattern has been sharpened for this model year, flowing seamlessly into the sculpted lines of the bumper. On either side, the triple projector LED headlights sit under those striking daytime running lights that resemble a check mark, giving the coupe a sharp, predatory stare. Air vents positioned just below direct airflow efficiently, not only for aerodynamics but also to help cool the big V8 under the hood. The hood itself is long and muscular, emphasizing the rear-set cabin proportions typical of a proper grand tourer. It's the kind of front end that looks menacing in a rear-view mirror, yet also sophisticated enough to feel at home outside a luxury hotel. Moving to the side profile, the 2025 LC 500 has one of the most beautiful silhouettes on the road. The proportions are near perfect: a long hood, short overhangs, and a roof line that flows elegantly into the rear deck. The designers clearly obsessed over every millimeter of the stance. The coupe sits low and wide, hugging the pavement with a presence that rivals exotic cars costing twice as much. The doors are deeply sculpted with dramatic creases, channeling air toward the rear fenders. Frameless windows and flush door handles add to the clean, uninterrupted flow of the bodywork. The standard 20-inch wheels are impressive, but most buyers will opt for the available 21-inch forged alloys, which fill the arches perfectly and showcase the massive brakes behind them. For 2025, Lexus has introduced new finishes for the wheels and additional paint colors, including a striking ultrasonic blue mica and a deep infrared that enhances every curve under the sunlight. From the side, you appreciate how much this car blends elegance with aggression, making it equally suitable for a spirited drive or a black tie event. At the rear, the LC 500 continues to impress with one of the most distinctive back ends in the segment. The taillights use a unique mirror design that creates a three-dimensional, infinite depth effect when illuminated, looking like they stretch into the distance. This futuristic lighting signature is instantly recognizable at night. The rear deck is short and athletic, with an integrated lip spoiler that adds just the right touch of sportiness. Lower down, you'll notice the quad exhaust outlets tucked neatly into a sculpted diffuser, leaving no doubt about the power lurking within. The balance between elegance and aggression is perfectly judged and neither overdone nor too understated. Even parked, the LC looks like it's in motion, with lines that sweep the eye from front to back in one continuous flow. Opening the frameless door reveals an interior that feels more like a luxury lounge than a car cabin. Lexus has always been known for craftsmanship, and the LC 500 is arguably their masterpiece. The cabin is a fusion of cutting-edge technology and traditional Japanese artistry, creating an environment that feels special the moment you slide in. The driver's seat is low and supportive, almost placing you in a cockpit-like setting. Materials are first-rate everywhere you look and touch. The leather is buttery soft, the Alcantara inserts add texture, and details like the hand-stitched dashboard or the door panels inspired by origami folds remind you of the meticulous attention to detail. For 2025, Lexus has updated some of the interior trim finishes, offering more customization options to suit different tastes. From understated elegance to bold two-tone combinations, the centerpiece of the dashboard is now the 12.3-inch high-resolution touchscreen, a welcome upgrade from the older touchpad interface. The system supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, along with Lexus's latest infotainment software that is quicker, clearer, and far easier to navigate. A 13-speaker Mark Levinson premium audio system is standard, turning the cabin into a concert hall on wheels, and audiophiles will appreciate how precise and immersive the soundstage feels. Climate controls are laid out with tactile switches, and the center console flows in a wave-like design toward the driver, emphasizing that this car is built around the person behind the wheel. The steering wheel is thick and leather-wrapped, with magnesium paddle shifters mounted just behind for when you want full control of the powertrain. Space in the back seats is limited and more suitable for occasional use or extra luggage, but that's typical for a coupe of this class. The trunk is modest as well, yet still practical enough for a weekend getaway, especially when paired with the car's grand touring nature. Under the hood, the 2025 Lexus LC 500 continues to deliver one of the most engaging naturally aspirated experiences available today. Power comes from a 5.0-liter V8 engine, producing 471 horsepower and 398 pound-feet of torque. In an era where turbocharging and hybridization dominate, this free-breathing V8 is a rare gem. It revs cleanly to 7,300 revolutions per minute and produces a soundtrack that is nothing short of intoxicating. Lexus has tuned the exhaust system to deliver a deep, thunderous growl under load, while remaining refined and unobtrusive during highway cruising. The 10-speed automatic transmission handles gear changes with remarkable smoothness when you're just cruising, but quickens its responses dramatically when you switch to Sport or Sport Plus mode. 0 to 60 comes in about 4.4 seconds, which is quick, though not class-leading. What makes the LC special isn't just raw numbers, it's the way it makes you feel while driving. The steering is precise, the chassis balance is excellent, and the adaptive suspension provides a supple ride over long distances without sacrificing cornering stability. This is a grand tourer in the truest sense, comfortable enough for cross-country trips, yet thrilling enough to carve through mountain roads. Fuel economy isn't the strongest suit of the LC 500, with ratings around 16 miles per gallon in the city and 24 on the highway, but nobody buys this car for efficiency. What you're paying for is an emotional experience every time you press the start button. The LC is also available in hybrid form, known as the LC 500 Hours, but for purists, the V8 is the heart and soul of this coupe. Lexus also continues to refine driver assistance features, including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and pre-collision braking, all seamlessly integrated to enhance safety without interfering with the driving pleasure. When it comes to pricing, the 2025 Lexus LC 500 Coupe starts at just over $99,000 before options, placing it in direct competition with cars like the BMW 8 Series, Porsche 911, and even some Aston Martins. Fully loaded, with premium paint, forged wheels, and the performance package, you're looking at closer to $110,000 to $115,000. While it may not be the fastest in its class, few cars deliver this level of craftsmanship, design, and emotional appeal at the price point. It's an exotic experience without the exotic car headaches, backed by Lexus reliability and dealer support. As the video comes to a close and the LC 500 sits gleaming in the sunset, it's clear that this car is more than just a luxury coupe. It's a statement of what Lexus can achieve when they push design and engineering to the limit. The 2025 LC 500 Coupe isn't about chasing numbers or following trends, it's about timeless beauty, engaging performance, and creating an emotional bond between car and driver. If you want a vehicle that turns every drive into an occasion and stands out in a sea of predictable choices, this Lexus deserves to be on your short list. That wraps up our in-depth look at the 2025 Lexus LC 500 Coupe. What do you think about it? Is it the perfect grand tourer, or do you think there's something missing? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest reviews here on Car Drive Next. Until next time, drive safe and enjoy the ride.